Vanuatu, a country most people have never heard of, a nation hidden deep within the Pacific Ocean, a place surrounded by turquoise waters, volcanic islands, dense tropical forests, and some of the most breathtaking landscapes on Earth. At first glance, it looks like paradise, the kind of place people visit for a dream vacation, not the kind of place people move to for work. But what if I told you that behind those postcard-perfect beaches lies a country with its own economy, workforce, opportunities, and challenges? A country that most of the world completely ignores, yet one that continues to attract international workers, entrepreneurs, aid organizations, and professionals. And that raises an important question. Could one of the world's most overlooked island nations offer opportunities most people never even consider? Because while millions compete for opportunities in Canada, Australia, Germany, Dubai, and Singapore, almost nobody talks about Vanuatu. And sometimes, the opportunities that change lives are hidden far away from the spotlight. But before you get excited, there is something important you need to understand. The Vanuatu you see in travel advertisements and the Vanuatu you experience as a foreign worker can be two completely different realities. The internet shows beautiful beaches, luxury resorts, tropical islands, adventure tourism, and paradise-like scenery. But it rarely shows the challenges, the limitations, the small job market, and the reality of building a life on a remote Pacific island nation. Because migration is not tourism, and living in Vanuatu is completely different from spending a week there on holiday. So today, we are going to uncover the complete reality of Vanuatu Work Visa 2026, including jobs, salaries, cost of living, visa pathways, work culture, lifestyle realities, hidden challenges, and the psychological reality of building a future in one of the least known countries on Earth. Because for some people, Vanuatu could become a life-changing opportunity. But for others, it could become a reality check they never expected. Now, first, understand one important thing. Vanuatu is a small island nation, and because of that, its economy operates very differently from major global economies. The country's key sectors include tourism, hospitality, agriculture, fisheries, construction, transportation, retail, telecommunications, education, and development-related projects. And honestly, its natural beauty has become one of its greatest economic assets. Now let's talk about the capital, Port Vila, the heart of Vanuatu. A city where government institutions operate, where international businesses and aid organizations are present, and where many foreign workers begin their journey. And honestly, many visitors are surprised by how relaxed and peaceful life feels compared to major global cities. But now comes the important truth. A peaceful island life does not automatically create an easy life. Because migration is not scenery. It is about employment, financial stability, adaptation, legal status, and emotional resilience. Now let's talk about jobs. This is where reality becomes important. Vanuatu's job market is relatively small, much smaller than countries such as Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Singapore. However, opportunities may exist in tourism, hospitality, construction, education, healthcare, administration, development projects, logistics, retail, and support services. And honestly, certain specialized skills can be valuable in a developing island economy. But now comes the reality many YouTubers avoid discussing. Opportunity does not automatically create easy employment. Employers still expect qualifications, experience, communication skills, professionalism, and reliability. And honestly, because the labor market is small, competition for certain positions can be significant. Now let's talk about salaries. Depending on profession and experience, workers may earn $700 to $5,000 per month, while highly skilled professionals may earn more. And honestly, salary expectations should always be evaluated alongside local living costs. Because now comes the reality. Cost of living. Many people assume island nations are cheap, but that is not always true. Imported products can be expensive, housing costs can vary, transportation costs matter, lifestyle choices matter, and honestly, the amount you save heavily depends on your spending habits and income level. Now let's talk about work culture. Vanuatu is known for its friendly and community-oriented culture, and honestly, many foreigners appreciate the slower pace of life. But adaptation is still essential, because workplace success often depends on communication, professionalism, patience, flexibility, and cultural understanding. Now let's talk about visas. Most foreign workers enter through employer-sponsored work permit pathways. And honestly, preparation matters, research matters, contract understanding matters, and realistic expectations matter. Now let's discuss something social media rarely shows, the emotional reality. Because this is the side most migration videos ignore. Imagine moving to a remote island nation, far away from your family, far away from your friends, far away from everything familiar. That sounds exciting, but it can also become emotionally exhausting. Homesickness, loneliness, pressure, isolation, and honestly, many migrants experience these challenges regardless of how beautiful the destination appears. Now, here's another uncomfortable truth. Some people move abroad expecting paradise, but every country has trade-offs, every country has challenges, and every migration journey requires sacrifice. Because success abroad depends on adaptation, discipline, resilience, financial planning, emotional strength, and long-term thinking. Now here's the biggest mistake people make. They compare countries through travel videos, Instagram posts, tourism advertisements, and social media clips. That is dangerous, because migration is not entertainment. Real migration means sacrifice, uncertainty, patience, adaptation, and continuous growth. And honestly, this reality surprises many people after arrival. Now, Vanuatu is not for unrealistic migration fantasies, instant success expectations, or people looking for shortcuts. Vanuatu is more about quality of life, adaptation, long-term planning, professional growth, and realistic expectations. And for the right person, that may become life-changing. Because the truth is, some people spend years chasing famous destinations, while others quietly build unique opportunities in countries most people have never even heard of. So the final decision depends on you, your mindset, your skills, your adaptation, your qualifications, and your long-term goals. Vanuatu may be one of the least known countries on Earth, but for the right person, it can offer experiences and opportunities far greater than its size. And sometimes, the opportunities that change lives are hidden on islands the world rarely notices. If you want deep global analysis and practical insights about countries, visas, immigration, cost of living, jobs, salaries, student pathways, and real-life opportunities, make sure you subscribe to the World Guide, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments so you can plan smarter for your future.